my friends. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy to be back. I should be live on Facebook on my original page from way back when, and I'm live on YouTube as well. So if that's easier than trying to figure out what Facebook page I'm on, and it'll all be recorded and be on my blog. So if you don't make it and join me live, it's okay. If you are, please say hi. Let me know that you're here. And yeah. So what are we doing tonight? Each month I have a card club that I offer. This was the first month. The person gets, whoever subscribes to the club, which you can find, December's isn't up yet. It'll be up on December 1st. You subscribe, and then the kit arrives to you in the mail. And I'm going to show you what's in it so that you know, well, maybe I don't want to do that. You will need to either use your own stamp set or order the one by yourself that I'm using. You don't have to. And I'll show you how this all works, okay? All right, so that's what we're doing. I also want to show you a really important place to hang out. If you don't know where all these links are and everything I'm talking about, just go to karamiller.com. Everything is there. Let me take you and show you. So this is what it looks like when you get there. There's a lot going on. This is what my Stampin' Up! Page looks like. That is the host code. What's a host code? Hey, Gwen. When you shop with me, there's a place to use a host code. If your order is less than $150, then use the host code and I will send you a little thank you. If it's more than $150, I'll still say thank you. But Stampin' Up! Gives you free stuff. So it's totally up to you, but I don't want you to miss out because your order's not big enough. So if you are using if you're ordering less than $150, please use my monthly host code, which is always on the top of my website. And then I know it's a crazy number. It doesn't mean anything. It's not anything we can remember. It changes every month. I know, it's hard. But anywho, if you click right there, it will bring you, let's do it. It will bring you to my shopping site. Okay? And then you can go shopping right here. Just say shop now. And you will be in the store. Okay? All right, cool. Next thing you want to know is if you are here, this is where those classes are. You can click on that and see. This is the card club, but it's out of stock right now because those have already been shipped. When I update them with the pictures for December, they will be there. And then the class is right here, live on Facebook. So super easy, and it's also on YouTube. So karamiller.com, head over there. You will get all the details. And again, as always, just ask me. If you have any questions, please ask. So we are using the Sending Cheer bundle, which comes with the dies and the stamps. And the reason I'm pointing this one out, this one is retiring soon. And I'm also doing some tags with this one later this week because it's perfect to create a whole bunch of tags to have ready for your gifts so that you're not, well, like me, I tend to wrap at the last minute because I forget. I have all these good intentions, but I don't. And then I grab a Sharpie and I'm writing people's names on the packet. Yeah, it's very tacky. My kids are used to it, but it would be really nice to have pretty tags, right? So this year, I'm going to make some tags ahead of time and be ready. We're going to use this bundle later this week. But for tonight, we are working on the kit. So these are the cards, and I'll show you the card, and then I'll show you how the kit comes. So the kit comes with, and I'm really sorry that I'm talking about this one, and it's not available right now. But the same idea works each month. It comes with 2 of each of the designs, 4 designs. So here's card number 1. Let's move you over here. So when I open this up, now if you are subscribing to this, you're going to get 2. I only have 1. So we get the card base, right? And then we're going to get this piece of red that's going to go right there, right? You'll need to have your own adhesive and your own stamp set. But now if you don't have the stamp set that I'm using, well then you could use any stamp set that you have. But if you want to make it exactly like I did, then you're going to want the sending cheer. So there's that first. And you'll see how these really go together super quick, because I did all the cutting and the measuring. You just got to assemble them. Hey, Susan. And we're going to put that down. Just going to eyeball so that looks nice and even all the way around. And then put this one on the top. I feel like I've been racing all day today, so I'm trying to slow things down right now. You'll notice I haven't done it yet. I'm trying, you guys. Trying to slow it down. That goes there. Whoops, you know what? I moved this one up too high. Let's move you down a little. There, that looks better. And then I have this tag, and it needs to say to and from, which is in here. So as you see, if you don't have this one, you could just use another stamp. I'm going to use Memento. If I'm talking really fast, just give me a little elbow and say, hey, slow down, lady. It's not a race. And we're going to do it right here, to and from. Remember, when you're stamping, no rocking. You don't want to go back and forth. You just want to come nice and straight down, right? Put your cover back on your ink. And then we're going to take this bow. This is the package, and you will get these all pre-cut. So if you don't have these dies, it'll be okay. And that's going to go right here. Make sure the hole pokes through if you wanted to put a ribbon. I didn't on mine, but you could. See, there's a little hole right there. I could put the, I could put a ribbon in there if I wanted. This is such a cool item. It's a silicone sheet, and I love it. It keeps my desk from getting glue all over it. I use it a lot. This is the Stampin' Seal Plus, so it's a little, I like it because it holds better. It's a more permanent attachment, but you can use just regular Stampin' Seal if you want. But I tuck the extras over here so they don't show on the other side. Get in there, little buggers. And then we're going to put you right here. Oh, no, not right there, right there. There. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals and pop this up a little bit before I put it down in the front of my card. Super simple card, not complicated. If you want to cut some of these for yourself, my cards all start out with a regular card base, which is 8.5 by 11, cut in half at 5.5, and then scored at 4 1/4. The cardstock is 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is 3 3/4 by 5, and then I just cut it at 2. So there's that one. I could decorate my envelope if I want, but I don't have to. You can use any leftover pieces. So there's that one. Card number 2. Is Ho 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 and No Peeking. look in here. I don't think there's any. Some of these I did on the inside. No, this doesn't have anything on the inside. You definitely could stamp on the inside if you wanted. You don't have to. Sometimes there is, where's one of my other favorite stamp sets? It's called Brightest Glow. I love this. It has great sentiments. And these would all go inside really nicely. Wishing you the season of hope and light. To you and yours this Christmas. Let your heart be light. I love this one for sentiment. Season's greetings. It's got lots of great ones. So if you're looking for a good stamp set just with sentiments, no images, it's really cool. All right, so No Peeking is going to go over here. And let's pull out the kit. This is number 2. Remember, we have 4. And let's see what we have here. So here's the sample. This again starts with our real red base, 4 by 5 1/4. Come on, don't be temperamental. Slow it down, Kara. You don't have to go fast, and then it likes you better. Right? It's been kind of a crazy day here. Just when I think I've got everything under control, the world says, nope, nope, you don't. So don't think about it. Don't take anything for a second. And then I'm going to take this one, and it's going to go right here. Now this one is exactly the same size because some people I thought might want to go under the red. I'm going to trim this one. Remember I told you about the sizing. I left this as an optional in case you wanted it to go in reverse. It's the holidays, Susan, you're right. So right now this is 4. I'm going to go 3 3/4. So when you get your kit, you can make that choice and buy 5, which is going to give you those little strips that I said you could use extra to put on your envelope if you wanted. So you're just going to cut 1/4 inch off either way. This other side is really pretty too. Yeah, just when you feel like, okay, we got this, everything's cool. Nope. And then this one, I'm going to line you up nice and see how that fits right in the middle like that? This isn't scored very well. Let's get you scored better. And then we have this piece, which is going to go here, like so. I'm going to trim this down just a little, but I'm going to glue it down first. I will tell you, mine's a little narrower than the kit. You know that saying about the shoemaker's children go barefoot? Yeah, well, I ran out of red when I was cutting this one. Well, I could have cut a whole nother piece, but I didn't want to. So mine is just a little narrower. We can live with that. And that's going to go like so. And then, what did I do with No Peeking? This one. And Ho Ho is right here. It's really tiny. So gotta find Ho Ho. XO Ho Ho. And we're gonna stamp that. Isn't it beautiful? I love that paper. It's my favorite holiday greens and reds too. I like the really true. There's Ho Ho. Whoops, lost it in the drawer. And then, what did I do with my twine? Here's my twine. we're going to thread this through like so. I always give myself a little extra because it's really hard to work with this if it's just a little tiny piece. You can always trim the ends later, right? Better too long than too short. And then a simple knot. My fingers are not happy tonight. The weather's changing here in Vermont. Suddenly this year I have old fingers, I've decided. I didn't used to, but I do now. And I only have 2. So I guess well, I have 10 fingers, but I only have 2 that hurt. So I guess that's, that's a good thing. I could complain more if I had more than 2. All right, so there's that. Oh, I need my little tassel, which is right here. That goes right there. And then our hat is going to go with some dimensionals. You noticed I left that stamp pad open. Why is my arm not in it? I am the neatest paper crafter, but add stamp to the mix and I am a mess. I can make a mess so quickly. I don't know why, but I can. So there's that, and then we're ready for the no peeking. And let me just grab that. Where is my white? It's not there. I'm coming. And that's just a piece of basic white. We're going to trim that. Oh, I saved this. The reason it's not in here is I wanted to show you how to cut your paper to get these sizes. Whenever you get an 8.5 by 11, I know, it's terrible, Susan. What I do with my 8.5 by 11s is I cut them down like this. I cut this. This is the 8.5 side. I'm going to cut that at 4 1/4. This just makes these really useful, and then I keep them in a place, like in a pile, so that all my colors are cut like that. Then this is the 11, and I'm going to cut that by 5 1/2. So now I am ready to do the front of my card. This would be the full size of the card. I can trim it down like we did here, take that 1/4 inch off, and then I'm going to get that nice little frame around it. All right, so you're going to cut this at 1 inch. Now, if you have this punch, yippee-ki-yay. If you don't have the punch, I'm going to show you what to do. You know what, I'm going to cut 2 of these so I can show you what to do if you don't have the punch. I love the punch, I do, and I use it a lot. I use this drawer in my desk, which you can't see, but I wish I just had a place to stash it out of my way, but then I'd have a big mess to clean up. So this is the punch I'm talking about that I love. It gives you the, if I can get that so you can see it, 2 different ends of your banner. One is the point this way, and the other is the pennant this way. At 1 inch, you slide it in, and I tend to flip it over and look and make sure it's in the middle before I squeeze, and then squeeze, and you're going to get that awesome ending, right? So cool. Or, and the reason I didn't trim it to the right length is if I made a boo-boo, I could go back and do it again and then trim it down. So if I don't have this punch though, take your snips, find the approximate middle, and cut up just a little bit, a smidge. Then we're going to go from the corner into that cut, and from this corner into the cut. And there we get, now it's not as pretty, but it'll work. Oh, you can't see that on the white background. Can you see it? It works. And then I'm going to put you right there, and I'm just going to trim this off. I'm going to use my snips because I'm going to be brave and hope I can go nice and straight. If you can't go straight, then put your trimmer back out. And now I'm ready to stamp no peeking from here. No peeking. So you see, we're really using a lot of the stamps in this stamp set. Remember, the beauty of these clear photopolymer stamps is you can see down through and see if you got ink all over everything, if it's nice and even. If it were crooked, I could flip it over and do it on the other side, but whew, I got it right the first time. And then I'm just going to add a little seal and pop this baby down right here. You can add glimmer if you want. You don't have to. If you want to add a little bit of bling, you can just put some bling on the top. I don't have mine right there. We're not going to bother. But there we go. There's card number 2, right? All right. Moving right along. Card number 3 is Sending Cheer. And this is using Old Olive with this same pattern paper. This one's an even easier one. So let's go and put our Old Olive down. Whoops. It would have been easier had I cut it for you. But I didn't, and I got carried away. So same thing. I'm going to cut that 1/4 of an inch off. You'll notice I cut too much, but hey, we're going to roll with it. We're going to be okay. I cut more than 1/4 of an inch, you guys. It'll be all right. I'm going to get it right in the middle. It's going to be okay. They're going to know that I made it and it didn't come from a machine. And now we're going to go with that same. I did it at 5, so I'm going to go just a little bit smidge smaller. And 3 3/4 this way. Yours in your kit are already cut for you. You don't have to do that. I told you, the shoemaker's children go barefoot. My kit is nowhere near as nice as yours. Here's that, right? Okay. And now we have this that's going to go right here. And again, I'm going to do that little end. I could use the banner punch, but I'm going to show you this way again. You snip up in the middle, and then just corner to the snip, and corner to the snip. All right, and then down the middle of that, I took a strip, that strip that I cut off of the Old Olive is going to go right down the middle. Now, if you don't like the seal, you can use a liquid adhesive. I do not really like liquid adhesive because I have no patience for waiting for it to dry. But that's me. Some people love it. It's really okay. And then just cut this right at the end. And then we're going to do Sending Cheer. Sending Cheer. And then some dimensionals. And then we have one more card to go. What did I do then there? And then I also was telling you, hi Jeanette, how are you? Good to see you. No, I can't really see you. It's okay. You can be in your jammies. But I know that you're here. It's not really romper room. You know, okay, I'm showing my age. Remember where she used to look in the magic mirror and she could see people? She really couldn't either, but we thought she could. So they're sending cheer, right? All right, one more. And I really like this one. This also says sending cheer, but this one's a little bit different. Again, really cool paper. Oops. Now this one needs a little bit of work before you put it together. So let's see. We've got our Old Olive is right. This one is the same size as the Old Olive, but look what we're doing with it. We're going to trim that down a little. So we're going to trim it down first, and then we're going to cut it on the diagonal. So you're going to get your trimmer, and we're going to do the same that same 1/4 of an inch off both ways. And then we're going to go and put that corner right in the top, right where the blade's going to go, and this corner in the bottom where the blade's going to go. Put this down. So you're going to go corner to corner. And go gently. And now you have 2 even little triangles. Right? Pretty cool. And then we're going to line those up like this. And like this. And if you want more space in the middle, you can trim more off of the triangles if you want. You don't have to. I just cut them even, but you could take a 1/4 of an inch off that side too if you wanted. But we are going to go right and give you a really small frame. And then this one's going to get a small frame. Over here. That looks really cool. Then we're going to put you on there. Okay. All right, now we're ready to do the fun stuff on top. So we have this one. And this is going to go like so, right? Whoops, no. Like so. And some dimensionals. Truthfully, you could use 4. You can never have too many dimensionals on the back. And line you up in the middle. See how cool that looks? I love that. And then that Old Olive strip that we cut off right here. I thought I had another one. A skinnier one, didn't I? It's all right. We'll use a fat one for now. You're going to do one here and one down here. All right? So what I suggest is that I put my adhesive on. The whole strip. And then I'm going to put you down like this, kind of overhang a little. And then come in here with my snips. Right? Get out there. And overhang here. And then I'm going to come down here and keep it on the same angle. And cut cut off the excess. And then I have this one is going to go down first, and that's going to be on dimensionals. They're actually the same size, but I'm just going to move it over a little bit so it looks more like a shadow after I stamp on it. Get up here. You're going to go right here, right? And then I'm going to stamp on this one, sending cheer. Do I have you? I do. I do. There we go. And then the last piece is my bow. But the bow comes with those little things on the bottom, and we don't want those. See, let me bring you down so you can see. See, it looks like it's a shadow, but it's really just offset a little bit. Then, last step, I'm going to take my bow, whoops, and I'm going to trim this part off. I don't want this part. Okay, I just want the bow. And I just want a little adhesive in the middle. And we're going to put you right there. And we have that one. And those are our 4 cards. Let me make some room so you can see them all. Again, sending cheer. Whoops, wrong way. I'm so sorry. Made you dizzy. Sending cheer is the stamp set that we love. And there's 1. You will have enough to make 2 in your kit. So if you didn't get December or November, you can hop into December. It will be up by the end of the week, showing you what paper we're using. I'm just getting all, I don't know how I got so many envelopes in here, but I did. Here's our cards. 1, 2. We have 1 more. Ho ho, no peeking. Okay. So those are the 4 cards for November. And I will see you all really soon. Thanks for coming back for Monday Night Lives. I have missed you. And the good Lord and willing and the creek don't rise. We'll be here every Monday at 7. So have a wonderful week. Watch for me later this week. And remember, I said we're going to start coloring December 1st. So I'll see you all soon.